It's a new day, which means we probably got a new Cyberpunk 2077 patch, right? Well, guess what? We actually did, in the form of Hotfix 1.11. It's now available on PC, consoles, and Stadia. And guess what? It changes up the loot system. And also, there's more indication in this post here from the official Cyberpunk website that yes, the loot system is probably going to change yet again in the future. I'll explain in just a moment. But guess what? Elon Musk has been actually tweeting out about Cyberpunk 2077, and his praise gives CD Projekt stock a price bump, believe it or not. So by him praising the game publicly, it's actually helped CD Projekt RED in a way. So we're also going to be taking a look at the PS4 and Xbox One base version of the game after these patches. Eurogamer has a really cool article here. We're going to dive into this article detailing if these patches have actually improved the game at all. There's actually good news here, so very surprising news we'll dive into in just a moment. So welcome back, everyone, to Open World Games. Hope you're doing good, and let's dive straight into the news as we roam around Night City in our Porsche. All right, let's do this. So first of all, let's talk about that hotfix, shall we? What does it actually change up here? So here's the post from the official Cyberpunk website. It says hotfix 1.11 is available now. This update addresses two issues that appear after patch 1.1. Item randomization has been restored to the previous state. So that basically means if you want to go after items and basically have it more randomized, you can now do that again. The recent patch before this hotfix removed that capability of getting randomized items throughout the world, so you can kind of re-roll stuff. But now that's actually been addressed, and it's back to normal the way you guys want it. However, we're going to keep going into this patch notes here. It says the save load loot exploit will be investigated further. So that means to me that it looks like this loot exploit that's going on right now will be addressed. It will be fixed. So be warned, if you want to have fun with the loot system, go for it now. Then it says a bug in Down the Street quest has also been fixed. It occurred for some players during a holocall with Takamura when using a save made on version 1.06 with Down the Street quest in progress out. Wait for Takamura's call objective. After loading such a save on version 1.1, the holocall would lack dialogue options and block interactions with other PCs. That kind of went viral, made the news. How, you know, this was indeed a game-breaking bug, and it seemed like it didn't affect just some players. It affected a lot of players. So I think, yeah, it's good that they addressed that very quickly. So, you know, although that these patches have caused issues, it's good to see that, you know, CD Projekt RED is getting on these issues very, very quickly. All right, now let's keep going. This is definitely a fascinating one for sure right here. This comes from Elon Musk. From comicbook.com, it says Elon Musk Cyberpunk 2077 praise gives CD Projekt RED stock a price bump. It says Elon Musk praise of Cyberpunk 2077 gave CD Projekt RED an unexpected stock price bump. Yesterday, Elon Musk made a seemingly innocuous statement about the latest version of the Tesla Model S, noting that the car Tesla Arcade will be able to run the recently released Cyberpunk 2077. Musk went on to praise Cyberpunk 2077's aesthetics, praising the game's interior design. While Musk was talking about one of his electric car company's vehicles, the mere mention of Cyberpunk seemingly causes CD Projekt stock price, to surge. The company's stock jumped by almost 20%, giving CD Projekt its highest price in over 5 years. Over the past week, CD Projekt's stock price jumped by 40%, pushed along by a frenzy of trading activity that was much higher than normal. Of course, since the release, the stock has been all over the place. It actually saw a fall of like 30%. But since Elon Musk got involved, it's actually risen again. And this is why he actually tweeted right here. The aesthetics of Cyberpunk are incredible, by the way. The interior design is, ooh yeah, the interior design is amazing, I guess he's saying. And you can see the tweet right here as well. Let me know what you think of this shot right here. Is it something you would want? And you can see how he's showing The Witcher 3 in the car. So yeah, that's definitely an interesting tweet right there. Maybe he's trying, I don't know, maybe he's trying to help CD Projekt RED in a way. I don't know what's going on. It says, while it seems strange that a mere mention would cause a stock rally, many amateur investors are looking to Musk for signals on what to invest in. So it goes into the fact that we had the whole stock rally around GameStop by linking to Wall Street Bets community on Reddit. That's what he did previously. So yeah, he's been involved with the stock stuff for sure. And the GameStop story is a whole other story. That's absolutely fascinating to me for sure. It's like the little guys versus the big hedge funds. And right now it's developing even further into a story where the actual stock apps like Robinhood are halting trades for GameStop, which is illegal. So a lot of people are talking about class action lawsuits. So it's like developing into this entire thing that's going on. There's been hedge funds that are also that have been involved with Cyberpunk, winning big off of that, and they're actually losing big off this GameStop stock rising. It's complicated, it's interesting, and you know, I find it very fascinating that the little people are rising up and trying to take on, you know, big hedge funds like this. But yeah, let's keep going. This is definitely interesting right here. This comes from Eurogamer. It says Cyberpunk 2077 patch 1.10 1.11 has the game improved on PS4 and Xbox One. So this is really interesting. This comes again from Eurogamer Digital Foundry, and they talk about what has happened after patch 1.11. It says, curiously though, our test suggests that there are further improvements, and since it's the vanilla PS4 and Xbox One that really need a lot of work, those are the platforms we initially chose to take a look at. Something we can report straight away, we didn't see the game crash or lock or drop back to the front end at all. That's not to say we didn't encounter glitches or bugs, we definitely did, but cleaning up crashing problems and delivering a more stable experience is likely the #1 objective of CD Projekt RED. Obviously, our testing is limited to a small area of the game, but we chalk this up as a significant step forward for the game. That is freaking good news. You know, I really do trust Eurogamer with their examinations. They are super detailed when it comes to examining this sort of thing. But let's keep going. It says, playing on the standard PlayStation 4, we also noted a couple of improvements that don't seem to have been revealed in patch notes. First of all, image quality seems to be noticeably improved. Even with the compressed video you'll see on this page, the boost to clarity here should be self-evident. Perhaps CD Projekt RED has tweaked the temporal anti-aliasing component of the renderer, tweaked post-TAA sharpening, or dialed back the intensity of post-processing pipeline. Regardless, it does look cleaner. Getting a lock on native resolution in this game is a challenge owing to how rapidly pixel count shifts, but our impression is that the actual rendering resolution remains unchanged from the launch code. Cyberpunk 2077 just looks cleaner. This is really, really good news. I'm absolutely thrilled to hear this. So it's a step in the right direction. It says, in select scenarios, we also noted improved performance too on PS4, anything up to 5 or 6 frames per second, which is quite a feat, a significant leap in percentage terms. Interestingly, we saw this happening in scenarios like the vehicle shootout with the scavengers after the first mission, where CD Projekt RED stated crowd system optimization is unlikely to have made any impact whatsoever. So that's noteworthy. You know, there's been also rumors that they, you know, from PS4 fans that are on the base PS4, that crowds have been kind of thinned out, I guess you would say, since some of these updates to kind of get the performance running well. It's good news that they are actually getting the game to run better without having to remove actual graphic assets, you know, like entire crowds or something like that. So that's what they're saying right here in this statement. So very, very good news going forward, it looks like, for PS4 and Xbox One users. Now it is time to go over your top comments. Now also remember, Cyberpunk 2077 got official mod support, and this is a hilarious title here, so gamers can fix it themselves. Life in Night City is about to get more interesting. So yeah, remember that. I'm going to be covering some of those mods that are releasing, of course, so stay tuned for that one. Now let's go over your top comments as promised. Right now, let's do this. All right, first top comment. Now this comes from this video that I did previously. It says, big news update. No freaking way, modders take it too far. GameStop stock info. And this was interesting about how, you know, CD Projekt RED had to intervene, step in about Keanu Reeves mod, where you can actually have relations with Keanu Reeves. I'm just going to say the word relations. You guys know what I mean, okay? But it's for monetization reasons, of course. But, yeah, seems like the modders took it way too far. But let's see your response to this one. All right, so Neo's Danger says modding support has been added to Cyberpunk. Keanu Reeves as Raven. That would be freaking awesome. He's got the avatar there to prove that he's a KOTOR fan as well. Element Nullify says, Johnny, wake up, samurai. We gotta... And then, shh, go back to sleep. Elijah says, I love Keanu, but it seems like maybe they should have just left him out of this. LOL, Skyrim, Fallout, and all those heavily modded games don't have the problem of a huge celebrity being part of the team, and they could have put all that money elsewhere. That's, dude, you know, a fascinating subject. So, honestly, we don't know how much Keanu was paid. There's probably a good deal of money. However, he has a history of taking big pay cuts. Like this dude, when he worked on Devil's Advocate with Al Pacino, the way they got Al Pacino on that movie was to say, hey, yo, Keanu, we need you to take like a 90% pay cut. The only way you're going to work with Al Pacino is if you agree to that. Guess what? He did. So who knows? He could have done the same thing with Cyberpunk 2077. He's a different guy. He's a different type of actor for sure. Vicious Zero says, I like how a lot of YouTube thumbnails covering Cyberpunk CD Projekt drama feature Pan Am or Judy, even though they have nothing to do with it. LOL. What? It's like, come on. It's like the most clickable thumbnail that you can get. I'm just saying. CD Projekt RED, this is the next one. It says, CDPR, we support modders to help enhance gameplay experience. Modders. Ah, yes. The sex. Oh, God. I hope I don't have monetization issues just for joking around about that. It says, Rufus says, this is what Lover's Lab taught us. So last decade. LOL. Rainier says, here, have some official mod tools, but don't do anything crazy. Just fix our game. Smiley face. I can sense the sarcasm in that one for sure, but there are the top comments. I gotta say, you guys are so freaking entertaining in the comment section for sure. Keep rolling out those comments. I'll be highlighting more top comments in future videos. Stay tuned for more Cyberpunk 2077 updates. You know, it's really good news to see that the PS4 and Xbox base versions of this game are having improvements. So let's cross our fingers that continues. They can get that behind them and really focus on bringing more content to the game, the missing features that you guys want to see, and that sort of thing in the future. But thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take care.